Hi, how are you today?
I'm good.
My name's Venetia and yours?
Otis, nice to meet you.
Otis. What would you like to talk about today?
Well, we left off talking about how I wanted to be, how I want to be influential for my family, and not just to my family. You know, a lot of the smaller generation that is, looking up to me as a role model, and a couple of times even as a father figure. And I'm 19 years old, so it has a lot of responsibility. And one thing I want to start off is with my family. I'm the firstborn child in my family. I'm the firstborn male, in my family. There were already two other females. Those are my cousins. But, I talked to a lot of my family members, and they said I am very important, to keeping the family together. God forbid something happens.
So you see yourself as being influential to the society, to the younger generation?
Well, not society. I will be beneficial to the people I come in touch with. I can't change the world. But if I could change something in somebody's life, I have achieved something.
So you're influential to the person or people that you come in contact with. You're 19 years old, and in your family, you're the first and only male.
There is another male. That's my cousin. And, he's been through some hard times where alcohol, drugs, gangs has played a very negative role to where, he's been to court, even almost to jail, and it's scary because I can close my eyes and think way back where, me and him was playing outside, riding bikes and eating ice cream. It was just simple stuff. Simple stuff, and things like that just happen. And it's a memory. You think about it and you wonder where all the time gone. How did this happen? If this was here, what would happen? And I really think, since my grandmother died back in 2001, a lot of things changed.
So a lot of things changed when your grandmother died in 2001?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Things like?
I really get into this now. Well, my uncle, got into an argument with my grandfather. And even till this day, they don't talk. She died in 2001. It's 2012, so it's been about 11 years. We still haven't talked.
So since your grandmother died in 2001,
mm-hmm.
Your uncle had an argument with your grandfather. And
I'm sorry to cut you off, but it was more than an argument. It's something, that my grandfather did, during the time of my grandmother had cancer, so during the time it was crazy, man, just thinking about it.
So your grandmother died of cancer, and your grandfather did something that affected your uncle?
The whole family.
So your grandfather did something that affected the whole family.
Mm-hmm.
And until this day, your uncle hasn't spoken to your grandfather in 11 years. Approximately 11 years.
Mm-hmm. We'll give or take some months. Give some months. But you get the idea. So, I mean, that happened. My grandfather moved to Florida. That's where they all came from, except my aunt. She was born in New Jersey. My other uncle, his family started to go fucking everywhere. This happened, kids started acting up. And, when she was alive, I would at least see my cousins like 3 times a month. Even more than that. We'll play board games at the house. She had little dogs. And I think like little beagles or something. It was some type of dog. And, she would have them on a leash and we would play with them in the backyard. And she loved dogs. She loved dogs. That was something about her. Her name was Lily Johnson. She was very sweet. Some say I even have her cheeks too. Well, all of us have her cheeks. So, I mean.
So your grandmother was very sweet?
Yeah, she was. God rest her soul. I do miss her. I wish she was here to see what we've become as young adults. I wish she saw us driving. I wish she was here to see us graduate high school. Prom. Wish she was here. There's a lot of things. That's the thing about life. You can't predict it. So whatever happens, we gotta wake up, keep moving forward. Feels like life has stopped, but life hasn't stopped. It's still gonna keep going. Still keeps going. And
so life keeps going?
Mm-hmm.
Where does it go to?
Nobody knows. No one knows. Except God, He knows. You got all these people running around saying the world's gonna end. They don't know that. I don't know where the world will go.
Where do you think it will go?
I can think of a lot of things. I can give you 5 examples off the top of my head. Some zombie apocalypse or some nonsense. Some terrorism war. God does come, he's pissed. Armageddon, some other supernatural thing happens, so. But we gotta live life. You know what I hate though? I hate when people say you only live once, some stupid song, and it's an excuse for them to smoke drugs, drink out of control, have sex with random people, do just the stupid stuff. And that's what gets me mad because, it's not a lot of people in this world who I can relate to as a person, trying to make something of himself. Not being some fucking rapper or some songwriter, but being a hard worker and using their brain and their hands and to make something huge.
So you're mad because there's people that think there's one life to live, and in order to live that life, they have to smoke, drink.
No. The reason why I'm mad is people don't take advantage. They don't take advantage of what life brings them. If you get an opportunity for a life-changing event, if you get a job, if you get something spectacular, like something strange. I hear so many stories where people lost away sponsorships just to hang with their friends. Sponsorships that, till this day, that's flourishing right now. I wish I had chances like that, but God has something for me. Stuff's gonna happen. Something's gonna happen, but I get mad because those people, they don't live a worry. They live a worry-free life. And then you have the people who wants to be something, they can't do it. Because the economy's fucked up, family's fucked up, whole life's fucked up, but they still want to be something.
So you dislike, or what gets you upset, is the fact that you have people that live a worry-free life. And those that worry in life, they don't have the opportunity like those that have the worry-free life.
In some cases, they have it like that. But that's just an opinion. I can't be mad because you live your life like that. It just irritates me.
So it doesn't upset you, it irritates you.
Oh, it gets me mad as hell. But it's none of my business. It's none of my business what you do, who you do. You do you.
So you get mad as hell, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter because it doesn't concern you.
It doesn't concern me at all. If it concerns me, yeah, it does. It gets me irritated. I mean, you got this whole election coming along, and you got. I remember this. There was this video on YouTube. The lady got me so mad. Only reason why she's voting for Obama is because she could get a free phone. Who the fuck does that? A free phone? It's stupid. It's ridiculous. It is. That's how the world is, though. That's not the world. That's how America is. And that's why it's harder. She was an African American woman. And that's why it's harder for African Americans who wants to make something of themselves They have to be stereotyped by ignorance. Stupid stuff like that. I may be wrong. I may be right. I don't know. I really don't know how people view us. Can I say us?
View us as in
Black people. I don't know. There's so many categories I can be put in. Young adult, unemployed, African American. So many. I don't know.
So what do you categorize yourself as?
I don't know. I'm not no person who wants to take handouts, though. I don't want to waste my life away doing stupid stuff. You think I'm a leader? Or a role model?
So you consider yourself as a role model and a leader?
I'm asking you. What do you think? Just by what I said, what do you think I am?
No, how do you see yourself in terms of speaking with somebody and influencing them?
But that question, it depends who I'm speaking with. So I can speak to you. I could talk to you all day about certain things. I could talk to someone else the same stuff, and it's like I'm speaking Chinese to them because they haven't taken their advantage of life. They don't want to push themselves forward because they don't want to try. They don't want to they don't see it as any progress in life. But
those that don't try, they don't want progress in their life?
Nope. Progress is trying. You gotta try to get progress. If you don't try, you haven't made progress. There's so many times that you fail. I'm not perfect. I fail all the time. But I try. I don't respect you if you don't try. That's one thing about me.
So when you try, you succeed.
Certain. You can try. You try till you succeed. I don't respect you if you don't try. If you just say, oh, well, I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do that. Well, did you try? Did you make an attempt? Did you ask for help? Nope.
So you don't like individuals that don't try?
Nope.
Okay.
Because they want a handout.
So because they don't try, they want a handout.
Yeah.
And that makes them unsuccessful.
Right. But I know probably some people's looking at me like, what? On the video or whatever. But the thing about it is, if you try, you ask for help, and people give you help, that's fine with me. Because you tried, because you made an attempt to achieve something that you couldn't get. And I see circumstances don't work for everybody. Not for everybody. I can understand that. But if you don't try, the circumstances ain't going to work for you for shit. But if you do try, you may get a wild card. You may get it, you may not, but you still try. Try. And that's the thing about life, you gotta try.
So the main issue is to try.
Try. Try. And then that comes back to that thing where, as an African American, it's a little bit harder. Have you tried? Try.
So African Americans don't try, do you think?
No. I'm saying as African Americans, totally disregard that question you just said. I'm saying African Americans, sometimes they don't try because sometimes they predict that's not going to happen. They don't see it. They see it as, oh, well, this not going to happen. This thing, I ain't going to get this. I ain't going to get that. So sometimes they don't try. And then that's how we get into that mind state, that state of mind where we just don't care about anything around us but ourselves. We don't care about anything around us but ourselves. That's not how it was. That's not how it should be. We have to try. We don't try. We don't try because we're so into ourselves. We're so individual. And from what we've gone through, not even a long time ago, 100 years ago. What is that, like a couple generations basically? What we've gone through, we had to stick together. Today, you don't see no black people staying together. None. Either they fighting each other, shooting each other, stabbing each other, punching each other in the face, running each other over, all this crazy shit. All that stuff.
Okay. And then, what?
Failure.
So after African Americans fight each other, then what it equals to is failure?
Yeah, we fail. We kill our own people. We fail. We're killing off what our fathers worked for. We're killing off our identity of people.
So we're killing off our identities of people?
Mm-hmm.
How?
Violence. We're losing the name of what black people used to be called. Black people used to be strong. We are strong, but that's not how we used to be. Black folks back then, you should see it. We were strong. We could march in the streets, and I see all the stories. I've seen how black people stuck together. I've seen how the store owners, black people, they were trustworthy. They were loyal to one another.
Compared to our forefathers, we are not strong. And
we are strong,
but
in certain aspects, some black people are strong. We're all strong, don't get me wrong, but we're not strong as one, as we should be in one.
So we're not strong as one.
Not as
compared
one.
To our forefathers.
Not as one. Mm-mm. Our fathers, our ancestors, they were strong because they stuck together. They knew they had to stick together because in their numbers they were strong. They had so many, and it's exciting because you see all these people coming together. So many powerful minds, so many strong-hearted people. They were there for the kids. They didn't depend on fried foods, all all this fast foods and stuff, they had jobs. Storekeeps had jobs for young black men. Telling them how to save money. Telling them the responsibilities work. You don't see that no more. You don't see that no more, man. There's a lot of people who's not even working. They don't even try to look for work. It's going down the fucking drain, really. And people know it, too. They know it. We all know it. I know it, too.
So it goes back to when you said people don't try.
People don't try.
And it bothers you when people don't try?
Nope. Yeah, it does bother me when people don't try.
Okay.
It does. It does. It really... Because that's telling the kids, the little babies, that's saying, oh, well, if you ain't tried and, fuck it, don't do it. No way ain't gonna matter.
So this impacts little babies, little kids.
Everybody. The whole generation is gonna impact everybody. 10 years from now, it's gonna be fucked up. We're gonna be in a rude awakening. It's gonna be crazy. You think it's crazy now? You're gonna have a shitstorm. And it's getting worse every day. I see it every day. Every day. You cool? Cool.
Damn, 20 freaking minutes.